Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, I got a very big announcement. Me and my boy here, we're having a kid, alright? We're having a kid. We're going to go to the doctor, get it checked out, see if everything's all good and whatnot. Alright, I'll catch you guys in a second. Alright guys, what's going on? We're here in the doctor's office now. Unfortunately, my dude, he had to leave, so it's just me here now. But, so we're here in the waiting room, waiting for the doctor to take us back. And I'll get back with you guys as soon as they pull us back there, alright? Alright guys, let's see what we got here. So, because there's the Russian family I see, you guys are expecting a child very soon. So, what we're seeing from our tests and stuff here, I'm sorry I mispronounced that word. We are having, we're gonna have a child that has cystic fibrosis. Essentially what that is the buildup of, it's a disease that causes buildup of mucus and everything inside of the airways and lungs and everything, making it very difficult to breathe. And symptoms of it, the child can have salty tasting skin, frequent coughing and wheezing due to the mucus building up and making it very difficult to breathe. The difficulty breathing gets worse as they age a lot of times. They'll have a big appetite but gain very little weight, almost like they just have a crazy high metabolism. Their bowel movements will be weird. They'll be bulky. They'll be smelly, almost like constipation. They'll have lung infections due to the constant stuff getting messed up in their lungs. When they're coughing so much, it can bring up blood when they're coughing so much. And they will be able to do very little to no physical activities. Alright, and essentially, the disease is also most common in white people, which, as you can see, all of us here have a white complexion. And it is also common in Northern Europeans, which is slightly odd. It normally runs in families. There's no cure for it, sadly. But there are treatments, however. And you can take medicines such as Pulmazine. And there are places such as the National Institutes of Health that are doing research. And they sponsor treatments and everything for medications such as amphotericin. And also, another thing to mention is that there are about fewer than about 200,000 cases in the United States per year of kids that are diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. So, on the bright side, you have a really special kid here. All right. There are companies that make mucus thinners, antibiotics, bronchodilators, which just simply dilate the broncho to make it easier to breathe clearly. And there's therapies to aid in living. And they make these little vests that you put on the child, and they're powered by an air hose, and they just vibrate crazy. They just vibrate a lot, and it breaks up the mucus, allowing the breathing to continue, and the mucus to just not sit there and get clogged up in the arteries. And so that's about all the information I got for you guys on this. But you can head over to the genetics counselor that's right across the road from here, and he will be more than happy to tell you about your child with cystic fibrosis and what all you can do to help it. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, hey guys, what's going on? Hey, I just saw you at the doctor a couple minutes ago. So what we got here? We got your boy. Yes, I see. You guys are having a child with cystic fibrosis, it appears. Alright, so since you guys have a very special child here, this genetic mutation was inherited on both chromosomes containing the gene for cystic fibrosis. And what that means is you have one gene here that has it, we'll say this gene doesn't. Alright, so they got a 50-50 chance of getting a good chromosome or a bad chromosome. Alright, this kid got the bad chromosome right over here, and this one right here, bad chromosome, or he got the Y. So he didn't have anything to mask that bad chromosome up. So essentially, he didn't have anything to protect him from getting the cystic fibrosis. Alright, so it is recessive. It's a gene mutation. and it's an autosomal. It's not a sex. It's not a sex, like a mutation of the sex chromosome, which I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate, but let's see. I'll pull up like an image of an example of what happens to the kid, like whenever they begin exercising, what like happens for cystic fibrosis. It's essentially this right here. Oh shoot. So essentially you see, here's the good airways, and as they exercise and everything, the mucus and everything just clogs that airflow, makes it extremely difficult for the child to breathe. In a way to show just like how this child got this isn't your exact pedigree, but they'll be closely related. They'll be similar due to you guys having the cystic fibrosis and having a child that has inherited the cystic fibrosis, which is indeed a recessive trait. So as you can see, this is just a simple pedigree of what all the cystic fibrosis and the people that have it, the families, how they go. Here's the beginning, they go down. So clearly these two had to have been carriers. He was a carrier of it more than likely, and she had the cystic fibrosis. So when they breeded, they had a kid that had cystic fibrosis. As you see, both of these ones here might have been a carrier, so they both gave them the gene to have cystic fibrosis. So the possible genotypes that you guys would have had to have to give birth to a child that either carries it or is diagnosed with it is, let's use a C for an example. All right, you'd have to have a big C, which would be dominant, and a little c, which would be recessive. They would have to have, the parents would have to be a big C and a little c, both of them. And then one would have to be a big C, little c, and the other one be little c, so that there was still a chance that that the child could be little c, and be diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. Or if both of the parents are diagnosed with cystic fibrosis and both are homozygous for little c, then they're giving birth to a kid that has cystic fibrosis. And there's, judging from you guys, it seems like there's about, pretty certain that both you guys are heterozygous for the cystic fibrosis, as in you have a big C and a little c, both of you. So there's about a 25% chance that your kid will have cystic fibrosis, and this kid got the short straw to stay of the hay and got cystic fibrosis. So there's not much more that I can do for you guys, but I hope I was of some help to you guys. I think you guys need to talk it over and just see how it's going to affect your family and whatnot. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Alright, so as you guys now know, we're having a kid that is going to have cystic fibrosis. Guys, I struggle to say. Listen to those doctors and say it's nothing. But, so it seems we're going to have to make some changes to our daily life. And basically what I'm seeing here is daily routine's going to have to slow down. It's going to have to change dramatically, because we're not going to be able to do many physical activities at all due to the child having cystic fibrosis and the sweat and mucus and everything building up in the lungs. It's just not going to be good for Junior. All right? So we're going to have to be giving him daily, yearly vaccines, medications, just all kinds of different stuff apparently. Sounds like a big money pit. We're probably going to have to get a lot cleaner, wash our hands a lot more than we do. Nobody smokes around here, so I don't guess that's going to be a problem. But I mean, I guess we're going to have to keep him away from smoke, because I mean, smoke makes it hard for me to breathe sometimes, so I can only imagine how Junior's going to feel. And doing the calculations here, it's going to be about, carry the one, almost $15,500 annually just to treat this kid. Oh my gosh. So I'm kind of stressed about the financial status of our family here. I don't know if we're going to make enough to support this kid. I don't even know, guys. This is just. I'm gonna have to explain to our other kid that his brother's not gonna be able to be as active. He's gonna have to be gentle with him. He's gonna have to help out a lot around the house. He's gonna have to watch. He's gonna have to watch and care for his brother extremely close. I just don't even know what to think. It's. Let me see what my spouse thinks. My mind's like all over the place. Alright guys, Crystal just walked in the door, so I'm gonna call her over here and you guys can hear what she's got to say about it. Crystal, come here, babe.
Hi.
Babe.
Hey, baby.
Tell them how you feel.
This is Crystal, and I'm really worried about my kid having cystic fibrosis. It's a very life-threatening disease, and I'm very depressed, and hoping we'll get through this.
We will, don't worry, babe. Alright, no, not right now. Alright, so that's what she had to say about it. She's pretty stressed out and worried and whatnot. But don't worry, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. It'll be okay. We might have to move houses. I haven't told her that part yet, but we might have to move houses because there's a place in Cincinnati. It's a children's hospital. It's a medical center, and they don't really specialize in cystic fibrosis patients, but they have a lot of like great technologies to help out with patients like that. But we have to be careful not to get them too close to other people who have cystic fibrosis, because that is a big habit, because their diseases can like kind of cross, and it's just deadly for them. And we'll have to invest in one of those vests that the doctor was talking about. I think. Oh yeah, I pulled a picture right here for you guys. Don't worry. See, this isn't our kid, of course, but as you can see, he's got the little air thing. He's got a battery here. He's got the air hose to go. And it just kind of vibrates that vest. From what I can gather, it just kind of breaks up the mucus and everything in the lungs, allowing the kid to breathe. And we're gonna have to treat this child different, not in a bad way, but he's definitely a special individual, especially considering what the doctor had said. That is insane, guys. But so it's stressful. It really is. It's stressful. Put yourself in my shoes. You don't want to. Okay, take my shoes off. Don't wear them. I know it's not your choice, but it's a stressful situation, guys. We're gonna have to make sure he's got good friends in school. I don't know what he's gonna do. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very difficult. We're gonna end up homeschooling him, teaching him ourselves. Teaching him what's good and bad. He's probably not gonna live long, but I mean that's part of life, part of cystic fibrosis life, yo, gang, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, your boy here is obviously a carrier of it, so it's difficult, guys. It's difficult. Okay, believe me when I say that. I guess we'll kind of have to do some research here to see if there's anything around, like near me that can help out, you know. Right now we're located in Tennessee. We're gonna see if there's any places around that can help us with our child and his needs. Alright. Oh, yes, there is. So, Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in Knoxville, Tennessee. Its phone address is 865-583-0355. Alright, so I'll have to write that down real quick. Alright, and looks like the address is 5401 Kingston Pike, number 230, Knoxville, Tennessee. Looks like the zip code is about 37919. So it's looking pretty good, guys. Because we're gonna have a place nearby that can help us out whenever we need. They also function as a support group too. So it's also the world's leader in cure. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. What's up? Oh, you guys can help out? Oh, alright. So, I was going to be able to go to regular school and everything and graduate college? Oh, okay. So apparently they got technology now that will really help out. Alright. Alright. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you guys for calling. Alright. Thank you. Alright, bye. Oh, alright. Oh, I probably need to write this part right here down too. The Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, if I need to find them again, website cff.org. Let's check and make sure that's true. It is. You can find snacks. For them. You can find comfortable stuff for them. Dude, they got everything, man. Alright, guys. So, that's basically the rundown of how my day's been. Gonna have to definitely look into the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Seems like they're gonna be a big part of this kid's life. And hopefully the kid's gonna live a happy, long life. It's extremely unlikely. But I mean, I guess we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one.